And Life is Strange, a series of games I enjoyed so much that it inspired me to get a tattoo commemorating them. There are these moments and spots where the developers allow you to sit down and do nothing. When you do so, your character stops, listens to music, enjoys the ambient sounds of the world around them, and offers a few sentences summarizing their feelings on the recent events in the game. Then they stop talking, and you're allowed to sit there and wait for as long as you want. You can enjoy the sights, listen to music, and spend some time on your own thinking about the recent developments in the game's story. When I first started playing, I ran past those spots quite quickly, gathering whatever useful information I could from my character's musings and moving on. But as the series got more hectic, when I had to make decisions I was unsure of, or when a particularly good moment came through, I would sit back and let myself live in those moments for minutes at a time. These moments allow you to properly take the gravity of the situation that you and the characters are in, and hopefully it gives you enough time to clear your head as you move on to the next big decision. Now that's not to say games haven't already influenced pace for players. From quick-time events, dialogue choices, musical scores, and even direct action scenes, a good game designer uses these set pieces to control the flow and pace of their art. But if a player is having difficulty in a particular section, or if they come upon an area unprepared or under-leveled, that can affect how they view and accept the content on the screen, especially when you have to work in narrative exposition throughout that time. I myself have unceremoniously dropped many shows, movies, and games who couldn't properly hold my attention correctly throughout their runtime, and judging by YouTube analytics, it's the same for YouTube videos. In order to combat this, most content tries to grab the viewer's attention as early as possible in hopes it can hold it for the entire time. That's why many movies open with an action scene or something that'll keep the viewer invested or at least entertained before they even get to know the characters or the general plot. For a lot of smaller productions, you'll often see skits or extreme hyperbolic statements that really catch the viewer's attention.
Blue's Yeti microphone is the biggest meme to ever weave itself into the audio world, and I truly cannot put into words how much I despise it.
Side note, if that intro actually interests you, do not go to this person's content. In the description, I'm going to be linking an actual video that you should watch. This guy actually plagiarized all the stuff and said it in a very obnoxious voice that I thought was worth sharing. Games are different than most other forms of media because of their interactivity. Emotional moments can have so much more power if you're the one pressing the button to cause the action. You are made to not only see, but move yourself through a world and feel the effects of your actions. This concept is really brought to home in playing Life is Strange and many other narrative choice-based games, where your actions, how closely you pay attention, and your wits have lasting effects on the world and its narratives. And here's why I think it's so smart. Setting pacing for an episodic story-based game is a feat in its own right. Not only do you have to make multiple compelling narratives with their own pacing structure, but you have to also contend with playtimes and distractions. Now, if I was writing a new Star Wars movie, I could write my story in a 3-act structure and know that my audience will be invested in seeing it through in one sitting. And if I introduce a concept or character early on into the movie, I don't have to worry about an audience forgetting about them halfway through. But in games, many people don't have the luxury of multi-hour playthroughs, or even the ability to continuously play day after day to keep the concepts and ideas fresh in their head. When shows ran into that issue with weekly new episodes, they provided previously on recaps, and many games have followed suit as well. But in allowing players to have the option to take extra moments in the game's ongoing narrative to check up with the characters and be reminded of story events, you allow them to continue being an active participant in the game while being refreshed on the state of things. Plus, these moments of catharsis and reflection allow the player to really think about their actions, and it makes them evaluate their decisions and choices. And this is especially important in a narrative, choice-based game where your actions can end a person's life. Now, I'm not making a claim that Life is Strange is the first to do this, and I'm not even sure if they're the best, but for me, it worked. It enhanced my gameplay experience, and when I had moments to think and reflect on what I did during my time playing, I really fell in love with the game. It's almost ironic that in a medium which uses this interactivity so much, what really made me feel my actions and connect to it was doing nothing. Hey, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I also want to take a moment while I'm plugging all my social media in the background and whatnot to give a special thanks to all my friends who have joined me and played and had fun with me over on twitch.tv/GoonDeficient, specifically Distract ATL, Broomy, and Left to Burn. Those guys have been in my stream daily every time that I've gone online, always ready to get down, chat, play with me. It's been a ton of fun, so special shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to join this special crew of merry men, come on in, join the stream. It's a lot of fun. And I want to give a special thank you to the people that took the time to actually donate some money to my stream as well. So Fuzzy Wanted, Broomy, Indonesia, Pac-Man Pats, thank you so much for the monetary donations. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you.